Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War Soulstorm. This is the original Soulstorm, not Ultimate Apocalypse, as I did so many moons ago. That was actually the second longest series on my channel, running at 26 videos as opposed to Terraria's 101 or so, I believe. This one's probably going to end up being another long series, because today we are going to be doing the campaign. Now, before anyone says, oh, Dark Crusade campaign is better, I'm well aware of that. However, I can't be bothered to install it. Well, I say I can't be bothered to install it. I would need to rebuy it on Steam, or plugging... I don't know. Do I have the CD? I've got a CD-ROM somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Well, DVD-ROM, whatever. But I just spotted it. Anyway, no, we're doing Soulstorm. Let's see how it holds up, shall we, the campaign? Because this one is the one of the ones that was... In fact, I say this is probably the most panned on release. And judging by the fact that it's crashed 3 times in attempting to record this, I can see why. No, it's... I don't know why, I can't really remember the campaign that well. All I remember is that it kind of takes what Dark Crusade did and tried to expand on it, in the sense of it's now over 4 planets and 3 moons, as opposed to it being over a single planet, so there's not actually much expansion done at all. Anyway, let us play a new game. On normal, because we're not playing on easy, because, well, that's, even for me, that's a bit silly. And we're not playing on hard because, well, that's suicide. So,
it was the sudden appearance of a warp storm at the Caldaris system's outer edge that first caught the attention of the Imperium, and not just the Imperium.
woo, low-res pre-rendered cutscenes. If only I could do that with my horrors.
After hundreds of years under the neglectful watch of the Imperial Guard, nearly every force in the galaxy would descend upon the planets of Caldaris, bent only on domination and victory.
Why is Caldaris so
3
important?
races had long dwelled in there. The Imperial Guard, its supposed rulers, the Orc tribes of Caldaris, which the Guard had never successfully put down,
Yeah.
and the Necron, who had
Woo!
undisturbed for untold millennia beneath Caldaris 3.
Who just so happened to wake up.
Or how? None could say. Did the warp storm bring them, or did they bring the warp storm? Both appeared
Well, that worked.
suddenly on Caldaris before, and in an eye blink, half the system's Imperial forces were gone, killed or claimed by the madness of chaos. In quick succession, the others flocked to Caldaris. The Space Marines, the Imperium's super soldiers,
Bloody Blood Ravens.
landed on Caldaris 2.
Why is it always the Blood Ravens in these games?
Cleanse the system, both of the troublesome orcs and the Chaos Marines, the sworn mortal enemies. The Tau appeared next, not far above, on one of the planet's moons. In the interests of protecting its ordered empire from the effects of human folly, the Tau came seeking to contain the warp storm, and in so doing, expand the territory's borders. On their moon, they built a mighty fortress, and there forged a space cannon capable of interplanetary devastation. Among the wastes of Caldaris 3, the Necrons,
Woo again.
perhaps awakened by the disruptive forces of the warp storm, slowly massed their lethal legions. In quick response, webway gates, long unused, flickered to life, and Eldar poured forth, ready to battle their dark, death-dealing adversaries.
The funny thing is, this is...
In the shadow of an ancient portal gate, the Dark Eldar slipped stealthily out of the murky depths of the webway. They would be like carrion birds, flying above the battlefield, and when all were weary from the fight, make the battlefield into a feasting ground. Last to arrive, and perhaps most to be feared, were the Sisters of Battle, holy maidens and bearers of the God Emperor's faith. They had come to cleanse the system of corruption and filth. Their faith left them fanatical, unafraid of death and solace in their cause. Nothing here was clean. All must be purged. Now, war rages anew, and only the victorious may write their history. Only the victorious will claim the planets of Caldaris.
So yes, that is the premise. The premise is that all the races are fighting over this, well, series of planets, this system, for very little reason whatsoever. I mean, some of the races are somewhat obvious in their intentions. The Necrons, who apparently talk now in some of the newer canon, but they didn't at this time, obviously. Yeah, they just want to kill everything. Imperial Guard want to protect their planets. The Eldar want to stop the Necrons. The Dark Eldar want to do what Dark Eldar do best. Just go around nicking people and engaging in vast hedonistic orgies, because they're the Dark Eldar, that's what they do. They're the reason Slaanesh exist. Chaos just want to... yeah, claim the Caldaris system in the dread name of Chaos. Though, why they want to claim the Caldaris system, I don't know. It doesn't really give much of a... it doesn't really give me much info there. The orcs are just orcs. They like fighting. There's nothing really... no motivation to the orcs. That's just the way the old ones made them. Sisters of Battle, well, they're just loopy. Let's face it. All of the Imperium are. Every single member of the Imperial cult. They're no better than Chaos. Don't at me. But no, seriously. They're, they consider everyone here heretics. Even the Imperial Guard, which, okay, kind of understandable, considering that, you know, Chaos is here, and a lot of Guardsmen do tend to fall to Chaos, so I can kind of see that. But the Space Marines... okay, there are obviously Chaos Space Marines here, but since the Horus Heresy, have any Space Marine legions really betrayed the Imperium since the Horus Heresy? Especially the Blood Ravens, who just tend to go around... they don't really care, they just want artifacts. They're basically like Indiana Jones, except Space Marines, and there's a lot of them. The tower just... I've no idea why they want Caldaris. I mean, they said in the cinematic, oh yes, they want to contain the warp storm. How exactly are you going to contain a warp storm? It's a unnatural phenomena. And the tower aren't exactly known... they've got the technology, but they aren't exactly known for being particularly competent in their dealings with pretty much anything outside of their own race. At least from the lore that I've read. Like that time that they trusted the Dark Eldar to help them. Sent the Dark Eldar some emissaries of the Tau Empire. The Dark Eldar turned them into Raks, which is a sort of like mutated melee units. And then nicked the entire population of the Tau planet while the Tau's backs were turned. Yeah, the Tau are a bit naive. Anyway, who are we going to be playing, you may ask, 10 minutes into this video? Well, we are going to be playing as either the Necrons or Chaos. Now, I am going to leave the decision up to me, because this is not a democracy, this is a dictatorship. We're playing as the Necrons. I think. Are we playing as the Necrons? the bonus power for the Necrons is actually quite good when it works. This isn't so much. Ignore supply lines is not exactly great as if you keep an eye on your territories and defend them successfully. But then his war gear does allow him to become a demon prince. Interesting. His war gear does not allow him to ascend to being a monolith, because that's now not how Necron Lords work. I mean, technically you can make him a Necron Overlord, but I don't know. Alright, I'll tell you what. Let's not knock my microphone off the desk. Where are my dice? And I've just dropped everything in the freaking... Right, let's open up my dice thing. This shall be decided by the gods of chaos, or Zeech, actually, as a matter of fact. Right, I've got me a nice green dice here. Even number should be chaos. Odd number should be Necron. It is an odd number, so we are playing as the Necrons. I got a 3 on my dice. Not that you can see it, but you hopefully heard the dice being rolled. Alright. Welcome to the single player campaign. I don't care. Shut up. I played Dark Crusade. I know how to play this. Just because I don't really remember much of this, but I remember enough to hopefully get this. Hopefully, I can't talk. It's very hot here, so you'll have to excuse me. Now, I'm going to leave this as an intro, as a small 10-minute intro. Do not be concerned, I shall be uploading the first part alongside this. So, I shall be back in a moment.